I personally wanted to show his humanity, his weaknesses, his difficulty in making decisions as far as what happens in his own life.
And so we entered into this process to create a Churchill that was accessible and that was not the obstreperous, pardon the expression, son of a bitch that most people know and remember. So Ron set out in his writing to create a Churchill that was accessible to his inside thoughts, to what he was thinking and feeling while all of these historical events were happening.
Approaching Churchill every night is it's a task, because the man is huge, and we're not concentrating on the huge, but the intimate.
This is a Winston that is not in any way, shape, or form an impersonation at all, and yet the essence of the man is instantly recognizable by everyone in the audience as Winston Churchill. And there isn't a drop of, maybe his cadence on occasion, maybe his phraseology on occasion, but it's never ever meant to be an imitation. I think that would be too hard to sustain. But in the space, in this intimate conversation that Winston has with every one of these people out here, they get to know a man that they never got to know.
There was never any intent to impersonate. The spirit of the man, the life he lived, and the places that we were touching on, yes, that's a totally different creature.
The challenge in rehearsal was both in the director's ear and I think in the actor's ear to keep hearing those speeches that we heard on the BBC, that we hear on the newsreels and on television, and not do an imitation, and not do a version of Churchill that is shallow and that is deeper and more accessible, because the emotion behind all of those speeches is what we were trying to get to. And that was the object of rehearsals. I mean, you start with the outside, you end up with what I hope is the essence of the man.
Kurt pushed me as hard as any director that I've ever had for two reasons. One, he was fighting the playwright. And two, to his credit, he wanted to push me as far as the actor could go.
I think this show will surprise younger audiences. I think it will surprise older audiences. I think it is much more engaging than people will perhaps think of one word, Churchill. They think of that old BBC Ken Burnsian, documentary thing. And this is a show about a man and how he feels about his life and the people in it.